look at them. Arrogance, disrespect, conviction that verbal attacks and intimidation will win the fight before the first bell rings. But here's what they don't understand. Karma has a way of teaching lessons to those who consider respect unnecessary. Today we'll see what happens when ego meets reality, when confidence turns into cockiness, when behavior meant to intimidate becomes their downfall. Because in combat sports, karma isn't just a concept, it's a force that demands respect. Meet Kamila Wybrańczyk. Look at her behavior here at the weigh-in, eyes full of hatred, trying to intimidate through pure aggression. She makes it personal, crossing the line from competitive to blatantly disrespectful. But when the gloves are on, skills matter more than attitude. Victory by submission in round 2. Disrespect breeds distraction. When you let anger and ego control your strategy instead of focus and skills, you open yourself up to the very mistakes your opponent is waiting for. Respect your opponent. That's how you stay mentally sharp. Zdravko Tarnadzhiev comes to the weigh-in looking like he wants to fight before the fight even starts. Intimidating stare, aggressive body language, bullying taken to the extreme. But intimidation works both ways. Sometimes it reveals the fear hiding underneath. Knockout in round 1. Real confidence doesn't need screaming. When you rely on intimidation tactics, you're essentially admitting you doubt your own skills. Fighters who respect their opponents enough to focus on technique, that's when they find the opening while you're too busy trying to scare them. Maurice Adorf is just a cheap Conor McGregor knockoff from AliExpress. Look at how he tries to recreate the famous McGregor intimidation routine. The same poses, same attitude, but without the skills to back it up. This is what happens when style replaces substance. When copying becomes your entire strategy. Every fighter's intimidation technique is unique because it's built on their actual skills and personality. Copying another fighter's approach without having their abilities, it's just a costume, and everyone can see through it the moment the bell rings. A sole-on incumbent champion who thinks the belt makes him invincible. Look at the disrespect here. He treats this like a walk in the park before the first punch. But the contender? He's listening, learning, waiting for that perfect moment. Victory by submission in round 1. Experience as a champion means nothing if you let ego override preparation. The moment you stop respecting your opponent, you stop preparing properly. Real champions earn that title in every fight, regardless of who's standing across from them. Agata decides to add awkwardness to an already tense atmosphere. Look at this moment, the unexpected kiss during stare down. This isn't a joke, this is boundary violation, trying to throw her opponent off balance through inappropriate behavior. But Chaplin maintains focus. She understands. Emotional games don't matter when the gloves are on. Disrespect in combat sports always comes back. When you try to use personal moments to gain an advantage, you're essentially showing your own disrespect for the sport. Real fighters focus on the business, not the emotional games. So that's what we saw today. Karma in combat sports isn't just a concept, it's a force that demands respect. Maurice Adorf copied McGregor but lacked his skills. Kwan Asol thought the title made him invincible. Phone K tried to play emotional games. They all learned the same: ego doesn't beat skills, arrogance doesn't replace preparation, and disrespect for your opponent always comes back. Next time you see a fighter who thinks they're bigger than they are, remember these stories. Because in fights, as in life, karma always finds a way to teach the lesson. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more stories about how ego meets reality in the world of combat sports.